Do you want to tell the audience who've not seen the film yet, what kind of a cop is she? She has some hilarious lines.
Kamini was the brief, really. Corrupt, Kamini, but good.
Yeah.
But very good. He's really, really talented.
Yeah.
He's very good with actors. He has this unpredictability.
You just get the script. What are the few things that you look in that?
The twists and turns are very important. I have to be hooked while reading it. I think only then I can expect the audience to be hooked.
Love Huma's work.
Yeah.
Although we don't have anything together,
Yeah.
we did meet a few times off screen.
I am Rajkummar Rao,
And I'm Radhika Apte,
and you're watching us on
Bollywood Hungama.
Radhika Raj, welcome to Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you. Radhika Raj sounds like one name, na?
Radhika Raj. Right. I've watched the film. I want to say this on camera that I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Many unexpected twists and turns, but मैं बस इससे ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगा. So
You enjoyed it, that's
I
important.
enjoyed it. Now you tell me, how do you promote a whodunit जहाँ पे you can't tell us much?
I don't know, I think like this only. By talking to you.
Right.
Talk about the wonderful film that we all are so proud of.
Yes, absolutely. Radhika, what did this look like on paper? Because you don't know what it'll be edited like, what kind of background music will be there, or is Vasan someone who told you all these things?
I mean, I think what he was visualizing or sort of hoping to make was something that he had shared with us.
Okay.
And having seen his work before, knowing how he thinks and how he looks at things. Sort of, we had a bit of an idea, I think,
Right.
which wasn't too far off. But I mean, and he's really, really talented.
Yeah.
He's very good with actors. He has this unpredictability. He can change the scene there also. Like he's always constantly working. Today only I woke up with a email in my inbox from Vasan, and he sent me an older draft which he hadn't shared with me.
Okay.
Where Inspector Naidu was a completely different,
Character.
very differently written character.
Oh.
And so he's like, now you read that, because he changed it when it came to me. But anyway, so yeah, I think we did have an idea, yeah, and it's better than what we all hoped for, and yeah.
Right. When a murder mystery kind of a movie comes, when it's on paper and you just get the script, what are the few things that you look in that? Like what should be there?
How thrilling it is. Like as a reader, first of all, the first impression that I'm getting is, oh wow, because every half an hour, 20 minutes, something or the other is happening in the film. The twists and turns are very important. I have to be hooked while reading it. I think only then I can expect the audience to be hooked.
Right.
And especially what Radhika was saying, Vasan, I think he's got a very unique voice when it comes to filmmaking. He sees things very differently, and he's very easygoing. The kind of films he makes might come across like he's a taskmaster. He would really push you, and he would be very serious on set, and he would just be there, up your ass, kid. No, I want it this way, and let's do 10 more takes. No, I think he's very easygoing because he's so clear in his mind what he exactly wants.
Right. In this, what were the tick marks for you that that you thought I should do this? Everything included, co-actors, where the film is coming, what all was there?
I think it's one of those very few films where everything comes together.
Right.
I mean, I would have liked to shoot for longer, only because I really love all of them and I enjoy their company, and I really enjoy performing with people who make me feel safe, challenged, and excited about what I'm doing. But I'm very good friends with the producers, Sanjay and Sriram, and I've known Vasan for a very long time. Swapnil, the DOP, I'm very good friends with him. I like all their sensibilities, and what they make, what they stand for.
Right.
Raj, I've been trying to work with him for a long time, and I think this is not enough. I hope we get a bigger opportunity. I really love Huma's work.
Yeah.
Although we don't have anything together, we did meet a few times on set, backstage. Sorry, not backstage.
Yeah.
Off screen.
Off screen. So it was a great character, great script, challenging part, something I've never done before, something that I don't expect people to come to me with, sadly. Actually, I'd say that, because we categorize people in so quickly here. But so everything really, and thriller. I mean, I love thrillers. I love comedies.
Right.
Great.
A lot of it is situational comedy, where y'all are doing something and it's just supposed to be funny, and it is funny in this case also. How much of it do you understand on set that when I'm doing this, it will work and it should be a funny scene?
I think the kind of reaction we get from Vasan, whether it's working or not, because as an actor, I think what we are doing is not trying to be funny in order to make people laugh. We are actually reacting very seriously to the situation.
Yes.
And if it's written well, if it's executed well, it will be funny. Then I think it's Vasan who we trust blindly.
Right.
And he's the one who's always guiding us and telling us, yeah, this works.
Do you want to tell the audience who've not seen the film yet, what kind of a cop is she? She has some hilarious lines. And what kind of a cop is she? What was the brief?
Kamini was the brief, really. Corrupt, Kamini, but good.
Yeah.
But very good.
Right.
Because I think she's bright, and I think she enjoys work.
She knows she's bright.
She knows she's bright, exactly. She's cocky, and she enjoys her work, and I think she just has found a different way of looking at the world, which is humorous, like in sense, she just looks at everything, thinks it's all very hilarious. She's extremely corrupt.
Right.
But what an interesting character. I think she's very interesting, and not seen somebody like that on screen from whatever I've seen so far. So, I mean, this was when he had given me, I was like, my God, this is your sense of humor. Hard to pull off. But I like the character.
You said a lot of people don't come to you with this kind of role, and also you have a scene where you say, "Mere looks pe mat jana." So he's clearly used all that he could. Raj, your character is a go-getter. Also, since it's a whodunit, everybody in the movie will say कि मैंने कुछ नहीं किया है. What kind of a experience was it for you to just have that innocent look and have that go-getter look?
I think somewhere it's inbuilt. Like I'm somebody who's a go-getter myself. So I could relate to Jayant in many ways that way. And about the innocence, I think if you do something sincerely, as per the part required, I think it will just come across. You don't really have to change anything, your facial muscles. I think just if you're involved completely, truthfully, you're there, present in the moment, will just come across what you're trying to portray.
Right. Radhika, how often, you both are at positions where y'all must be getting so many offers, so many different kind of, how often does something like this come where you, like you said, everything was correct? How often does this happen?
Not very. Having said that, I have been fortunate to have those opportunities at least like once in a year maybe, or once in a year and a half.
That's quite good.
But it's not actually bad. That's not a bad ratio. But they are rare. Because you are actually compromising on certain aspects, but you're not accepting that in public, obviously.
Right.
But, you are not necessary. Because, see, it's a business at the end of the day. So many things are at play.
Right.
That you have very little control as actors on a lot of things.
Right.
Not just the creative. So there are, and like any other job, there are things that you have to compromise, and there are things that you really love why you do it. So it's always a mixture.
Right.
But sometimes it's a win-win situation.
It is a win-win. Raj, lastly, this comes on Netflix. It's become so difficult to pull people to the theaters, interviews karo, I don't know what all you have to do to get people to the theaters. When it's something like that, is it that thing on your shoulder is slightly less? Ki, yaar, that one thing is off my back.
I'll be honest, it is for sure. I think that the whole pressure of Friday, the first figure, and how people would react to it, and how many people would go to theaters to watch the film. That pressure is a lot.
Right.
Especially when you make a good film. Like when we made Badhai Do, we were very hopeful and we were really nervous what's going to happen. Luckily, it grew day by day.
Right.
It happens when you make a good film because you want people to go and watch it in theaters. Because, but yeah, on the contrary, when it releases on a service platform like Netflix, we know, in this case also, we know we have made a good film.
Yeah.
So that's why we are confident about it, and we know that people love watching films sitting at the comfort of their house, especially the times we are living in. So I think we are happy actually it's coming out on Netflix because that pressure is not there.
Right, you all have made a good film, and thank you so much for entertaining us.
I am Rajkummar Rao.
And I'm Radhika Apte.
And you're watching us on
Bollywood Hungama.